My name is Joswig, and I'll show you a little bit about the Lisp machine user interface, a little bit about the Lisp listener and the Emacs. Not much, but just to give you an idea. So we have one window, and we have this mouse documentation line in the bottom, which also shows the time, the name of the user, the Lisp syntax, the Lisp package, and what the machine is doing. At this point it's waiting for user input. So we have this window. Well, you might think windows have to be full screen. They don't have to. Let's do mouse right, the menu, and you can get a system menu. You can shape it. So now you have a smaller window. You can also create other windows. Let's create a Lisp listener like this one, and now you have two. You can say it should expand to take more space, and this also. Let's expand it. You can kill windows like this one. Let's kill it. No, that was a little bit too fast. Kill. Yes, so it's gone. So there's also a small window, operation menu, so we can kill it. So also you can split the screen. So say you want an editor and a Lisp listener. Okay, so we now have two of these. So let's say it's Lisp. Now you have completion, Lisp mode, set package, future common Lisp user, set Lisp syntax, and we want to have ANSI common Lisp as Lisp syntax. So we have dev class bar, let's compile the buffer, compile change definitions of buffer. Okay, it's also, you could compile the whole buffer. Okay, let's make an instance. You see the printed objects are mouse sensitive. Let's set a slot. Mouse right will give us a modify the structure slot thing. So you can now edit directly into this, and you can ask the slot value. This object or the slot A works. So we make another instance. So now we go back to this object and we set the other slot. We set it to this new instance. Let's describe it again. So you see the slot value of this object is another object. You can compare these objects just by going here and here, and they're not equal. So input of a class name or a class object. So you see in the editor only names of objects that are classes will be mouse sensitive. Show class superclasses, and you can click on it. It shows the class superclasses. So a nice feature is that you can modify the arguments for these commands. So we have this class. We have some other options here. So we could, for example, take the class name from here and insert it. Use the values, and there we are. Edit definition for something like a class. So this should be let's look. What kind of types do we have? Any type class. Let's take just any, and we're there in the editor also, so it would know it. The editor itself has a small menu, list definitions, and then you get this type out window here. Or we could list the buffers, and you can switch to some other buffers. Or for example, you could kill and save buffers. I don't want to do anything like that right now. Or for example, let's go to a buffer. Buffer 3 is okay. Let's mark the region. Change style region. Say nil. And we want to make it large. So bar is now large. Possibly you don't know about def class, what it does. So the editor allows us to say show in documentation, and then we say, oh, there must be something for def class, so right. Loads the documentation, and then you can see and read the documentation. Lots of documentation possibly. Or you want to go to different chapters of the documentation, and you can click on it and you see this stuff. Okay, this should be enough for now. You have seen the Lisp listener, the editor, and a little bit of some stuff in the Windows system.